Okay, this is again week 4, another one, so you have 3 videos this week. I wanted to talk a little bit about leash handling. For a beginner, it's something that doesn't come easily or quickly in a lot of cases, but it's very critical to how you show with your dog and how your dog responds with you. If I'm constantly fumbling with my leash, it's constantly pulling on his neck and giving him little corrections that he may not understand. So the idea here is that I'm always conscious of my leash, okay? And one of the things that I'll tell you right now is I have the leash slung like this in my right hand. Sit, good sit. Holding a leash like this, if the dog pulls, it breaks away like this. If you wrap your hand around the leash like this, and your dog bolts, big dog, it can pull you face first, injure you. It can hurt your wrist, it can break bones. So we don't want to do this with our leash at all, okay? So just simply hold your leash like this. Now, for normal heeling, stay. I have the option to have my hands down like this in a natural position, or this is considered a natural position, okay? So you'll need to pick one that you like and stay with it. Originally, I thought that this was what I wanted to do because this right here felt kind of goofy for me. However, after training the dogs with moving the treat from here to here, here to here, here to here, to kind of tease them, to keep them in heel position, to keep them engaged with me, this became a natural position for me. So whenever I do heeling, this is my position, okay? Later on when you're training, you can have your treat right here, kind of show it to them a little bit to kind of keep them in their positions. So this may be a good position for you. Sit. Come on, Vito, sit. Thank you. So, the way that I hold the leash is I'll just hold it like this, just like that, okay? The idea is that we have a nice J in the leash, like this, for a loose leash. If we have a leash that's up here like this, that's a tight leash. We don't want a tight leash. I do train like this, so the dog doesn't have an opportunity to move out of position and learn something wrong. I try to kind of communicate with them through very slight little movements on this leash. I don't like leash corrections if I don't have to have them. I'd rather use my voice for treats or change the direction to get the dog to do what I want. Sometimes they're going to have a correction though. But this right here, sit. You don't sit. You sit. This right here lets me communicate with the dog easily. If I'm holding my leash up here with this loose J, you're just not going to cooperate, are you? My arm has to do this anytime I want the dog to do something. And we don't want that. We want nice, short, smooth corrections here, or movements, should I say. Just with your fingertips. That's all we're wanting to do. Maybe a little wrist motion, but it's mostly just your fingers. The rest you're going to use with your voice. So, you sit. Thank you. Stay. Now, collar position is important too. If I have the ring all the way up here on the top, because I've been pulling like this, if I go to do a sit, stay, and I go to pull away from the dog, see the leash is still on top? If I try to pull this like that, I can pull my dog out of position. Stay. So I want to try to make sure that this clasp stays right there, if possible, okay? So if I'm going to do any kind of exercise with the dog, let's say I want to do a stand. Get a stand. See how his clasp is at the bottom? Stay. I go to walk away. I come back, I hold my leash right here in the same position that I left, and I never jerk my dog. So this is all neutral. That's what you want to try to maintain. Now, if this clasp is up here and I'm not paying attention, stay. And I go out here, I can easily pull my dog. See there, he moved. Okay, Humpy. Good sit. Good sit. So, anytime you do exercises, sit, stay down, stay, stand, even healing, whatever, make sure that this collar's down here, okay? Now, the sitting down stage is particularly important. Down. Good, down. Because right there, where that clasp is, feet up. Feet. Good boy. Stay. So I go out on a down stay, see where that clasp is. I'm not going to pull my dog out at all. Good, down. If this is up here like this, because I've had a tight leash going into the exercise, stay. I get out here, it's real easy for the dog to roll, and there he goes. Pull him out of position, okay? Come on, Pete. Here. Get in. Oh. He's pretty wild today, I'm sorry. So, collar position is important. How you handle the leash before you leave your dog is important too. Because we're having this J, you have a 6-foot leash in beginners, feet up, good boy. You're gonna have excess leash tied up like this. I want to make sure that I have this unfurled. Feet up, sit, good, sit. Before I leave my dog. Beginner mistake is to have your leash like this, stay, and then try to pull it out like this as you're leaving the dog. What you're going to do is pull your dog out of position. Okay? So if I've got my leash tied up like this, first sit, stay. Sit your dog, sit, leave your dog, stay. Drop your leash, stay before you leave. So that way everything is neutral. Okay? And then of course I would turn around my dog like this. All our exercises here, we return to heel position around the back of the dog. Okay? A lot of dogs get squirrely when you get to right here. Okay? You'll be coming back around the dog, you get to right here, I'll pop up. That's normal. You're exiting their peripheral vision. They can't see you. What do? They're going to turn, get up, what have you. Okay? Feet up. Sit. Now, one thing that I'll do is I'll kind of work perimeters around the dog. Sit. Stay. I'll move here so he can see me. Sit. Stay. There's having to move his head. Good, sit, stay. If he looks like he's going to jump up, I back off my ankle here, okay? I'll work this until he's comfortable with me in these positions. And I'll do it on the other side. Good. See his front legs move? I got to the point where he's going to have to do physical movement to keep me inside. So I'll just keep doing this. Good, sit, stay. And I may have to put a treat right here in his nose to kind of break that last little spot. Sit, good, sit. Whatever I got to do. But I'll just sit here and do this. Let him nibble on it. You can nibble on the treat and get around your dog like this. Yes, good. That's going to help build their confidence, okay? Later on in the next class, you have to sit your dog in the middle of the ring and walk around the entire perimeter of the ring. Most dogs are not ready for that at that point. They've just learned that you're going to go back around them. So, Vito. Good boy, sit. Straighten up. Thank you. They've just learned that you're going to go around them, Now all of a sudden, stay. You're making this big square. See, I'm gonna leave him. Now I'm gonna walk all the way around here. See how he's looking at me. He knows I'm gonna go behind him, so he flips around. Okay. Just start small with that. Start working right here. Working little angles. Getting comfortable, step, and seeing you at different angles like that. This is one of those things that I like to walk up on the dog like this. Remember, I like to train them initially by opening the crate, standing over the door, letting them go between my legs. That teaches them that this is okay. You know, yes, good boy. That teaches them that this is okay, this is normal. For my recall, I throw treats in between my legs to get them to run through, build speed, so they don't think that this is a taboo area that they have to stop short. And then it also works here for whenever I'm trying to teach these angles, so I can walk around my dog and he's okay with that. I can walk right over my dog and he's okay with that. I had to train that. That wasn't normal. So that's just something that you can do as well. Let's see, what else do I want to say on leashes? I think that's all for now.